Hello everybody, it's Bubba Rob. How's it going? Everybody having a good day? I'm just sitting in the backyard. I got my ripped t-shirt, ball cap. Just finished having a snack and I was playing darts with my son. It was a great day. Had a good time. Before I get into the video, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's subscribing. It makes me feel good when I see a thumbs up or, you know, just makes it feel like whatever I'm saying seems to be working. Yeah, it's a good feeling. So please do that and share. Okay, first thing on the agenda today. I got something yesterday that really tickled me pink and made me extremely happy. A friend of mine that I've known, oh, I guess I've known Jennifer 5-6 years, something like that. Yeah, we met in a pub out in Souk. Great gal. She's an opera singer. I just love her. She's super good gal. Anyway, she gets a hold of me on Messenger, sends me a message and asks me to give her a call. So I gave her a call last night. And what do you think she said? She said, "Thank you very much for the videos. I've been watching them and they seem to be helping her making sense of what's going on in this world today." Yeah, that's great. I love that. I love whenever I get comments, good or bad. But to get that phone call, that to me, and to hear something like that, or to get messages like that, to me, that's worth a million views. That's why I do what I'm doing and I talk about what I'm talking about. It's just simple. It's about putting the good out and maybe talking about my own life or what I see going on. If it helps somebody to make sense of things and makes things better for them, all good. Okay. The second thing I want to talk about. Today, I was talking to a young fellow who I talk quite a bit to. Won't say who it is because that wouldn't be fair. And I was very, very blunt with him today because over the last few weeks I've been having conversations with him about things that are going on with his life, and he gets upset, he blames other people, and he's not taking responsibility for his behavior. Now there's some extenuating circumstances, but to a certain degree that doesn't really fly with me, because no matter who you are, if things aren't going right, you got to find a way to establish a new pattern, right? Because if you keep doing the same thing wrong all the time and having the same issue, and you continually blaming other people for your problems, especially money issues, then you're not doing what you need to do to correct it, right? I mean, some things can't be helped. Some people are in certain situations, but the reason I'm talking about this is because I firmly believe 110% he has the ability to change his life's chances, and I want him to feel that he's a winner. And the only way you're going to be a winner in this life if you take responsibility for your behavior. Okay? So what happened today was, and I was upset about, believe you me, I was upset, but in a polite way. is when he came to me originally with these problems, I said to him, I said, you know what? I've been there, I've done that, but there's something you need to do. So I told him to just go to the dollar store, just somewhere cheap, grab yourself a book, a notepad. Every time you spend a nickel, you write that down in that book. Right? Every time. When you take the time and the discipline to write it in that book, you have to look at it. You have to review the decision of what you've bought and why you've bought it. Everything. The responsibility is on you. So anyway, so today I asked him, did you buy that book? And I've mentioned it a few times. And the answer I got was, what book? I said, what the fuck? What do you mean, what book? The book I've been telling you to get to write everything down. Oh, like my journal? I said, well, I said it could be in your journal, but it should be in a separate book on the money that you're spending. So what he did was he went to deflect the responsibility of not buying the book to tell me all the good things that he was doing about himself. So I listened and I listened and I listened. And I said, you know, I've had enough of listening to your double talk and justifying what you're doing. So he started getting a little upset. I said, why did you not do what I told you to do or asked you to do? I said, I've asked you many times. Why? He kept changing the subject. I said, no, don't change the subject. You're university educated. Why haven't you taken $1 and go to the dollar store and buy that book? So he kept going on, and I'm listening. And I said, listen, I'm going to call you out on this. I've had enough of listening to your bullshit, which is what it is. Phone goes all quiet, and I said, I'm telling you, I want you to be a winner. I don't want you to be a fucking loser. I'm not here to call you stupid. I am here for you to succeed. And then I explained to him the importance of the book. And the importance of the book is about taking responsibility. If something's happened to your life, it could be, well, let's just say a brain injury, for example, or a stroke or something like that, and things aren't working out, and there's a reason, a valid reason why, say, you don't have control over your spending habits, okay? It'd be completely 110% valid. But what you need to do is take small steps to organize yourself and take responsibility and document. The reason I believe you do that, and there's an old Japanese business term, it's Kaizen. It's by taking a small step every day to build, establish a new pattern. You do the same thing every day, every day, every day, every day, right? All of a sudden you got a new pattern. All of a sudden you're thinking about, why am I spending this for that? Why? Oh, here's an example. Say you don't have a toothbrush. Go in the drugstore to buy a toothbrush, so you go buy a toothbrush. Or do you go buy an electric toothbrush? Well, if you don't have any money, you don't buy a fucking electric toothbrush, do you? You use the old Flintstone power toothbrush with your hand, right? Stuff like that. Every nickel counts out there, especially right now, right? You know, it's just one of those things. You know, God, I was frustrated today. I'm not angry or nothing. Not angry at him. I feel kind of bad. I was tough on him. But the only reason I do that is because I actually care. Right? You know, if things aren't working out, you got to change something. A little something. A little something each day. You know, doesn't take much. All of a sudden, when you start adding up and you're documenting it, all of a sudden that little thing each day becomes something big. And you can be very proud of yourself for making that change. That's all. You know, that's about it. I've been there. I've done it. I've done some awfully stupid things. I think that's why it gives me the ability to be authentic on here talking about this stuff. I've been there. I've done that. Everything that's gone wrong in my life, I got to take full responsibility for it. So do you, everybody out there, right? I don't know. It's just common sense, right? Just like an old John Wayne movie, right? Those characters on there. You know, we may not have control of everything in our lives, but we can take responsibility and fucking make improvements and do better. Set an example. Be a winner. You know, I'll tell you guys one more story to prove my point. My son went to Japan for 4 years. He's half Japanese. My daughter's the same way, but I'll talk about my son today. He went there all on his own dime. Before he left, he worked for me. He worked at a diner. He worked at a mascot. He worked at Costco. He worked his ass off when he got out of high school. You know, saved his money, went over there, went to university for 4 years, held down 3 jobs, got as many bursaries as he could possibly get. He spent the whole 4 years there and didn't even touch the money he saved when he went over there. Imagine that. On his own. He didn't even ask for a dime. Never asked for a dime. Nothing. He came back. His GPA was, I think it was 3.92 or 94. He was the class valedictorian. Worked his ass off. Had 3 jobs. He made it work. He kept track of everything. If he can do that, so can you guys out there. Blows my mind. Blows my mind when these young guys are doing stupid ass shit and making excuses. making money in ways that aren't right. Blows my mind. I can't believe it. Anyways, that's enough of my rant today. But one thing I kind of like to leave here is, you know, if your most important thing in life is if you're a good person, man, woman, or whatever, biker, bluesman, uh, construction worker, first responder, stoic, whatever, born again, I don't care. Most important thing is to be kind, to be responsible for your actions. As soon as you blame somebody else for your misgivings, and over and over and over and over again, you're defeated. You got to be present, be focused on the moment, let it go, and move on. Don't let that bullshit take up space in your head. Okay? Okay. You guys have a great day. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.